Okay, he's down in Naples, Florida. It's just, Barry, I am not driving with him. He's doing Meals on Wheels. I went with him one day. I said to my mom afterwards, I said, do you worry that he might be in an accident? He said, Barry, he wants to do it, and the good Lord will protect him. He was delivering meals to people who were like 70. And, you know, and I'm sitting there going, my God, he's 89, he's going to, you know, keel over, and he's telling me to make sure. Now, I like to stop and talk to people a little bit, so I'm like, great. And we went to some shacks that, quite frankly, being from a middle class, maybe upper middle class, I would have looked down on. But his generosity, and I mean, again, he's 89 and stuff, and he lost 35 pounds, and when he had pneumonia, literally almost died, and he called up. My mom just told him, you're not doing any more Meals on Wheels, okay, you just can't do it. And that bothered him, because here he is thinking, you know, I'm here for a certain amount of time, and he wanted to do it. And again, a great example. And the thing was, he started about 10 years ago, and he didn't tell us he was doing it for like 2 years. I called once, and I said, where's Dad? He says, oh, he's doing Meals on Wheels. I said, well, how long has he been doing that? He said, about 2 years. Like, wow. Now, if I was doing Meals on Wheels, I'd be telling everybody, you know, hey, I'm a great guy, I'm doing Meals. But see, that's how he was. That's how he is. You know, he does it, and the people there just love him. And they're kind of like, oh, God, I hope he makes it back. But God bless him for doing it. Grateful. I once figured out that my mom, I lived at home for high school and college. My mom made over 2,500 bag lunches just for me. And we had 6 kids. So you can imagine, she must have made like, gosh, 18,000 bag lunches. And, you know, we weren't rich, you know, growing up, very blessed in many things, but they struggled. I don't think my dad got out of debt till he was about 75. Worked till he was like 72. But he worked to send us to private schools and everything. And well, I started to tell you about this one thing that just happened. My dad's 90th birthday, my mom's their 58th anniversary. We just had a party after my dad got out of the, got better. And they had about 80 people there, and they passed the mic because my parents had been very busy in Naples, and some just beautiful things people said what they had meant to them. And one of my 18-year-old nieces, who's adopted, said, quote, none of her friends' grandparents were involved in pro-life or politics. And she goes to a very exclusive girls' Catholic school in New Jersey. And they just thought it was so neat that you're so involved, Graham. And I want to thank you for when I was 12, you gave me the information for a paper on abortion, and my teachers couldn't believe how much information I had. Now, I thought my mom really enjoyed the compliments I gave.